For the next 10 seconds, do not think about a white bear. Seriously, try it right now. Push that image out completely. Notice what just happened inside your mind. Be honest. The white bear probably became clearer, brighter, harder to ignore. That is not failure. That is your brain doing its job. The harder you try controlling a thought, stronger it becomes. That sounds wrong, but it happens to almost everyone. You try to stop anxiety, it grows louder and more persistent. You avoid a memory, it keeps replaying like a stubborn loop. You resist a craving, suddenly it feels even more powerful. From childhood, you were told to control your thoughts. Stop thinking about it, just push it out completely. So you learned thoughts are like switches you can turn off. But your mind does not work like a simple switch. It works more like a system that reacts to pressure. When you try suppressing a thought, something strange happens. Your brain splits into two silent processes working together. One part tries focusing on something else, anything else. The other part secretly checks if the thought is gone. And to check it, the brain must keep it active. Imagine telling yourself, "Do not think about your last breakup." Instantly, your mind whispers, "Breakup, is it still there?" That checking repeats again and again without you noticing, so the thought never fully leaves your mental space. You're not weak. The system itself creates this loop. Here's the hidden pattern most people never realize. Effort to control thoughts actually trains them to stay longer. Every attempt to push them away gives them more attention. And attention is what thoughts need to survive and grow. So control becomes the very thing feeding the problem. This gets worse when you're tired or stressed. Late at night, you try stopping thoughts about work, but your mind keeps rehearsing every unfinished detail repeatedly. The more you fight, the stronger those thoughts return. It feels like losing control, but it's deeper than that. You're pulling a rope thinking you'll win control, but the harder you pull, the stronger it snaps back. Your effort becomes tension that fuels the rebound effect. So the fight itself keeps the thought alive longer. This is the paradox most people never see clearly. So what actually works if control makes everything worse? The answer is simple, but feels uncomfortable at first. You stop treating thoughts like enemies you must defeat, and start seeing them as passing mental events only. Thoughts are not commands, they're just temporary visitors. Instead of saying, "I must stop this thought immediately," try saying, "This is just a thought, nothing more." Let it exist without reacting, without pushing it away. You'll notice something subtle but powerful over time. Without resistance, the thought slowly loses its intensity. It fades not because you forced it out, but because you stopped feeding it with attention and fear. The mind settles when it is not constantly being challenged. Control creates noise, acceptance creates quiet space inside. That shift changes everything about your mental experience. You don't need perfect control to live better. You need a different relationship with what appears in mind. Let thoughts come, stay briefly, then leave on their own. You stay steady, not reacting, not chasing, just observing. And slowly, your mind stops fighting itself all the time. So next time a thought sticks, do something different. Notice it, name it, then let it pass without struggle. Because control is not power, understanding is the real power. And your mind was never broken, just misunderstood until now.